Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm doing something exciting. It's World Oceans Day and I'm doing a World Oceans Day 2019 YouTube hop, and that means I've got together with a group of other YouTubers who all participate in a Facebook group called Crafting Out Loud, which is hosted by Natalie, and all of their channels are linked below. They're all doing an ocean themed YouTube video today. And in fact, most of them are probably going to be scrapbooking related. I might be the only planner type person, I'm not sure. But I'm definitely just doing a planner spread today as I would every week. And today's Saturday, World Oceans Day instead of Sunday. So I must remember to get my dates right this week. But I'm filming it on World Oceans Day. But because the UK is, 10 hours behind Australia, this video will upload at about 3 in the morning Australian times on the next day, so we can all fit together. So this is the little graphic that Natalie put together for the hop, so I just wanted to show you that. And I have, as usual, put together my list of things I need to get done, and I have my spread from last week. So what I've done is gone through here and taken out any of the tasks that I did not tick off, and there are a few of them, and I've put them onto this piece of paper. You can see I did add in a few extra things that happened throughout the week, and I'm going to set it up exactly the same way mostly, and you'll see what I mean once we get started. So I'll take the pages out ready to go. I do have my coffee with me today because I desperately need it. So we have our pages here, and the kit that I'm going to use I bought specifically for this hop. It's called the Ocean Oasis Ultimate Kit from Planet Beautiful, and I did a little haul on this the other day. It is a stunning kit and it has this beautiful ocean theme, which I thought was perfect. So I am going to set it up the same as previously. I'll just turn this over so you can see where I have my meetings at the top of the page, my full boxes across the middle, and then a checklists at the bottom. Now the only difference this week is I desperately want to use this gorgeous ocean washi, this water across the bottom, and I really want to use the glitter as well, but that's going to take up to here. So this whole bottom chunk will be taken up with washi, so that could be problematic in trying to fit everything in. Although my checklists do tend to, I probably don't need that many, because as you may know if you've been watching me for the last few weeks, I do have a daily section now that I put most of my to-dos into. So I had to make the choice between pretty or functional, and I think it's both. With the addition of that daily section. So enough chatting. I will at the very least be putting in my days of the week. I went to Planner Day, my first Planner Day here in Melbourne last weekend, and Denise had these new tweezers. Look at these. She calls them chameleon, and they have the most beautiful colour. She has the pinkish ones that these are, and she does have a green set as well, so of course I had to get them. So I'm going to, they've got the curved end but also the straight end. I tend to use the straight end, but I'll keep the others out just in case. And I really like this new cap that she has as well, which really protects my fingers in particular. Okay, so let's just be doubly sure because I tend to make a mistake. Monday is the 10th of June. So I will just pop down these dates onto the days. And I might just speed this up for you. Okay, so there I have my numbers down. You might have saw me hesitating between the two, and I decided to go with this. I was obviously going to use floral because, hello, it's me, but I decided to use this sandy version because we are talking about World Ocean Day today. So if you didn't know, I actually come from a little town in North Queensland originally, and we were about a 5-minute drive from the beach, so we did go to the beach, not like all the time, but we definitely went camping at Easter, and my friends and I, once I was a bit older, would hang out at the beach as well. So the beach and the ocean have both kind of featured heavily in my life when I was younger, but it's certainly not something that I really do, is what I want to say. I don't go to the beach here in Melbourne, which is kind of weird, I think, considering we are surrounded by water here. It is a beautiful part of the world. We have some very lovely spots here, but I don't know, I guess I just don't seem to get the time. That seems silly, doesn't it? I had some visitors from overseas come, and sometimes I'll go with them because they want to see it. I just remember from holidays and from my time as a youngster, just the beach is such a calming place. The sound of the water, I think we all identify with those crashing waves and how beautiful that can be. Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful place, and I really should try to get back there a bit more often, shouldn't I? Now Sunday I think I'm going to place a bit higher because I am going to put that washi across the bottom. So the bottom, this will have to have a smaller amount of space, so I will just do that. So I think I might do that next, is put down that washi. And this is where I'm going to decide whether or not I use the glitter as well as the green. Okay, so I'm going to take off this long strip first, and I'm going to put it down on this side, just leaving just the teensiest bit of white around the edge, because I don't really want to use up too much space if I don't have to. Now I'll just cut this off, and I may need this bit of washi, I'm not sure. If I didn't say this already, this is the Planet Beautiful matte vinyl paper. I just cut that a little bit crooked then. Just fix it up. And it's a bit softer than the vinyls that I have used from GP Studio. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's beautiful. But it just feels different, that's all. Now I feel like this one's probably not going to be quite long enough, so I might need that little strip that I cut off before. But I might not as well. Let's just see how it looks. I don't kind of want to piece it together. I think that little gap is okay. It's not terrible. And I probably can't match this up so well anyway, if I was to put that there. Look, I can put it down because it is vinyl and it will peel up very easily. I feel like I could perhaps cut in the center and get a piece that might match a little better. So I might just cut this here and just try to put this bit down. Here's me saying I don't care, and now I'm doing it. Oh wow, that's pretty nicely cut, if I do say so myself. Okay, that matches pretty well. Just there. So I'll cut this excess off. Seems to stick to the scissors. All right, I feel like this is such a calming little spread this week. Now I did consider putting the glitter down the sides here, but my boxes tend to come very close to the edge anyway, so I think I won't. I think I'll leave the strips, and let's have a look at the boxes instead. And it's just a beautiful collection as you can see. Now I've put this one here because of this hat and sunglasses is also a full box. These are strips across the top here. I'm pretty sure that's a strip. Yeah, I checked this the other day. Yeah, this is a small box, so that's quite cute. So I just have to decide which ones I want, and I think I want to put this one in the center because it kind of curves around like that, which I think is quite nice. And I've done this week so that the boxes can line up with this line here. And again, if you saw last week's, I just punched out the corners of the box and you could barely tell, I think, that it had been punched at all. So if I just put that down there, you can see the overlap is really not very much at all. So I might just leave it for the moment. I'll punch them once I've done both sides. A little bit crooked, Desley. Not too bad, but just coming over that line a little bit. I actually was sitting quite a far way back so that I didn't get my head in the frame, and so I apologize if my head is in the frame right now. Okay, that's that. All right, I think I might use the ocean crashing waves one here. Oh, not quite cut properly there on the edge. Let's just damage the corner of that box a little bit. So I've made these so they all line up on the left hand side, I think. It's a little bit higher. Like so. And I really wanted the footprint one on the Monday. Oh, what's happening to me? Monday. I'll just line this up at the bottom, I think, for this one, because I am right on the edge. Oh, that looks good. Now Thursday, Friday, and I probably won't do Saturday, Sunday, but I might use that little box with a shell for the weekend. So let's use the floral for Thursday. Again, we're lining up with this line here, this line here. Might be a little bit high. Yeah, it is a bit high. This paper is gorgeous. I love it. It just comes up so easily if you need to. Okay, that will do me. And then Friday, I think the seashells is the one calling to me. So I'm going to pop down next here on the Friday. If you can hear that weird noise, that's my dog. She's just decided to have her breakfast at the ripe old time of, what is it, 2:30. She's a funny little thing. We went to the park today, but didn't do much else because I wanted to get home and get this done. So lots of things to do today. Okay, so that's the full boxes, and I am going to grab this little seashell. I think this is one they use when they're doing this no white space planning, just to fill in gaps. But I feel like it's going to fit quite nicely here. Although what I might do is move Sunday up so that this can line up with the full box next to it. I think that will work. I feel like the Sunday sticker is probably going to fit right above there quite nicely as well. Perfect. Okay, I quite like that because it has that symmetry across the middle now with the Sunday as well being the same width, same height. All right, so I'll put these to the side for the moment but I may use these for headers. I can't quite remember what I've got in here. So we've got these full checklists, which I tend to not use so much. We've got all of these little icons. We have to-dos, todays, and all the other little bits and pieces. Oh, these are all header strips. Okay, I've got tons of those. And we've got the little checklists. We've got the 3 heart checklist, which I think I'll need because the space here is so small now. All right, I'm going to put the todays across the top because the top is where I do tend to put my meetings. So again, just the tiny white space underneath. And then I put my little header underneath that. So these are, you know, this kind of taupey grey kind of colour, very neutral, super calming. I don't know if it's just me or what, but it seems like it's made my voice quite calming. I'm only kidding. But it is a beautiful kit, and I don't know, it does tend to make me want to go to the ocean. You know, the beach always, you know, we think of summer when we think of the beach, but it is winter in Melbourne in particular. It's been quite cold, and I feel like this kit does have that look of a cold beach scene. It is, you know, there's cool tones rather than the warm sunny tones, which I think I do quite like it like this. All right, so in my previous weeks I tend to not have a lot of, I don't tend to fill the top, and looking at my meetings, I do have a ton of meetings, but there's just sort of 2 a day generally. It feels like a lot, but it's 2 a day. So I do want to put in my hours and my meals, so I think I'll put them just here above the full boxes this week, which is very, very different, but I think that will work because it will give me enough space to do what I need to do. Or some of these just don't seem to want to peel properly. At the bottom. It doesn't seem to be cut very well on the left-hand side there. I'm going to use this one that's kind of like an asterisk because it kind of looks like a clock. I'll use it for times. And then there's a knife and fork one for meals. So I might stop talking and just fast forward this little bit for you. Okay, so there we have our meals and hours for the week, and I haven't done Saturday and Sunday, of course, because I don't work on the weekend. Well, not in this 9 to 5 job, which this planner is for. So now I have 2 meetings per day, although Monday is a public holiday, so yay, no work. These are really beautiful. They've got like little crystals in them. So I'm going to use one of those for the denoting the holiday, public holiday. I think I'll take this one. And maybe one of these cute little chicks for denoting the public holiday as well. She's having a drink. She's got little firecrackers. She looks like she's chilling out. This one's the one I want. Although she's having a coffee. Yeah, okay. Coffee it is. So I'm just going to layer these. I think I'll have the flag this way. So I'm going to layer her on there like that. And I'll put it right on the edge because I would like to write Queen's birthday on the side there. Just make sure I get it fairly straight. I will probably do some work on Monday anyway, but for my freelance stuff rather than for work. Alright, so Tuesday 2 meetings. Now we need to decide how we do the meetings. I have in the past used these quarter or half boxes. I'm not sure how I feel about these rounded edges. They're pretty round. I don't tend to do a round. I might do these ones down here instead. And I'm going to try and fit 2 on 1 maybe. Hang on, let's see. If I was to put this here. No, that's okay. I'll put them both down. I'll just turn this one. Oh, let's put this one straight. And I'll turn this one around the other way. And then Wednesday the same, 2 things on. So I'll use these next 2. Of course I've got my rings here, so I'm going to have to chop it. Chop it. That down there. Oh, perfect. And this darker one underneath, which also has the rings. So I'll also chop this one. I'm trying to use the other one behind it as a guide for where to chop it so I get it exactly the same. But I may not have succeeded. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Thursday no meetings, and a Friday I have a report due, so I might just use one of these for the report due. And I think I might find a little laptop sticker or something to denote reports. Let's have a look at the deco on here. I can't see anything that really makes me happy. There's just this little computer screen here. So let's grab our favorites, which are all of our GP Studio and Tickle Pink planning, etc, etc. I think in here there is something to do with work. Oh, the desk is cool, but might be a bit... Oh no, I can use that. Let's use that because it's gorgeous. And the colours kind of almost match. They're the nice muted colours. So I'll just put this here off to the side a little, and I can still write that I have a report due in that box. Oh, that's pretty cute. I did notice just then though, on this here, there was a happy birthday little set. And on Wednesday, one of the to-dos, if you like, is the birthday. We have birthday morning teas for people born in June, so I'll put that on there. Okay, so that's it for my meeting type things. So now I can just put my checklists in, and we had these 5 3-heart checklists, which 4 hearts. Oh goodness, I can't even count. Actually, before I put them down, I'm sure I can fit a to-do. I think my only gripe, if you like, with this kit, it's not really a gripe, but the only thing that I don't love about this kit is the font. That this font is very dark. It's a very kind of a heavy font, isn't it? I do like the scripts personally, but within the context of the rest of the kit, it's pretty cute. You know, it doesn't detract from the kit at all. Now, these hearts these checklists are never the right height for my planner, because they're designed for Erin Condren, and I have kikki.K, and I have B6 kikki.K, which is even more different than usual. Now, I wasn't sure I'd like these little chunky hearts, but I think they're pretty cute actually. I like that there's a little kind of trail of them down the page. I think that's adorable. Oops, I haven't put my header down yet. And I have to chop it. My scissors are getting full of chopped bits here. I'm debating in my head whether to center, cut off each end so that I can center the words to do, but I didn't. It's okay. Alright, making a mess here. Thursday, Friday. Again with chopping. I'll turn this around so I can line it up with the box. Now, last week I forgot to set up my daily with you. So I'll try to remember to do that today. That is pretty crooked to do, isn't it? And I usually have been putting the checklists on the right hand side, but I reckon I can squeeze these down to the left there. I'll just make it a teeny bit neater. Yeah, I can kind of get the hearts kind of around those holes, so it's good that they're wobbly little hearts rather than straight edges like we normally have. And now our to do on Friday. So this is cool. I can sort of just try to keep my to-dos to the top 4 of the day. There's a million projects at the moment, so whether I manage to sort of try to put one from each project in the to-do list or something like that, I'm not sure. But then it's the daily section that will be where it all happens for me. Okay, so this is how we're looking at the moment. Just grab all these bits and pieces out of the way and see if there's anything else I could pop down. It's not payday, unfortunately, so I can't use that. I might use one of the trackers, because I was doing my oh good grief, tracking my 15-minute tidy. Not tracking it quite so well actually, and not tidying quite so well, but I did a little. I did it most nights, but I could have done a lot more. Alright, so let's zoom you out just a squidge so we can see the whole spread. I think it looks pretty cute, and it's got a lot of useful bits and pieces in it. It's just now my weekend, and whether there's anything here that I want to add. I just think these might be a little too pale for my liking at the moment. So what I will do is go through my GP Studio and pick out my coffee. So I think I'll have to put the coffee on Thursday since most of my week is packed out with meetings. Put my coffee just there. And of course the weekend I'll be doing a lot of planning this week, so I'm going to use that same marbly looking speckle. But while I'm here I might layer it over a little box. One of those strips maybe. Maybe this little brick strip is a bit different. I'll use the thick one. Because this does take up a lot of my Sunday, usually. I mean, today I'm doing it on a Saturday, which is unusual. But it is World Ocean Day, so do make sure you go and check out the other collaborators in the comments. I'll leave all of their YouTube channel links in the comments below, so you can go and take a look at them as well. They're a lovely group of people, and we have quite a bit of fun in the group. Everyone doing cute different things. I forgot about my coffee, just having a little sip. Ah, that makes it better. I would like to have a lazy day on Saturday if I can. I don't know if I will, but I'm going to use the sleep-in one because I never use the sleep-in one. And just see if we can possibly manage a sleep-in on Saturday. I would love to, but it rarely happens, unfortunately. I'll just see if there's anything else in here that I need to use. Just have a look at my to-do list for the second half of the week as well. Oh, I do grocery shopping on a Monday night usually. Before I do that, let's see. There was a sampler that came with the kit. It's a bit too beauty related for what I'm thinking, so I'll keep that aside for another time. But I'm going to take these groceries. Monday is a holiday, but I think the shops will be open, so I'm just going to put that down on the bottom of Monday. And I don't actually need this to-do list. Well, not for work, but I will for other things. I love this little laundry pillow. She's so cute. Look at her. I'm going to put her down on the weekend because I'll always need to do laundry on the weekend. That's probably all from that little sampler. Okay, so I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to go and fill in what I can, and then I'll pop it back in the planner and show you where we're at. I'll see you soon. Okay, here we are back in the planner, and I think it's looking very pretty. I'm loving the colours. And I do have some of these little bows that I thought I'd put in as well. So I'm just going to pop some of those in little corners here where we've got the to-dos and things like that. The colours are really nice with these greys and taupey colours. You can see I've put in this little girl here with her laptop because I do have to do some freelance work that day, and I've just forgotten to write in Queen's birthday, so I will do that. Queen's B-Day, so that I know that it's a holiday, but I'm pretty sure I will remember. I've used the Sharpie Ultra Fine Point to fill out the vinyl, the pieces of the the meetings on the vinyl, and then I've used my Pigma Micron throughout, but during the week I do use my kikki.K. It lives in here, and I use it to fill out everything as I go. There are some little coffee cups that came with this as well, so I am going to scatter a few of those around. I drink a lot of coffee. I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is. I do love coffee and it makes me happy, and I don't know, there's just something comforting. Even sometimes just holding a cup of coffee is enough to make me relaxed. And when I say a lot, it's probably maybe 4 cups a day, I think. It sounds about right. Okay, I forgot to trim the inserts where the stickers have gone over the rings, so I'll just give those a quick cut here, just so they don't get stuck, because that would be irritating. Like so. So what I've done, as I said, is just put in some very high level to-dos, and then I'll go through and put those into the daily section. I have, I don't know if you can see here, I've whited out this bit because I did put my first thing from Tuesday, I actually put on Monday even though it's a holiday. So while I'm here, I thought I would just show you my today section, or my daily section. I'm just going to cover up this, it's kind of private work stuff that I can't share, but this is how I set up my daily. It just has Monday, and then I put whatever events and the weather, like my old bullet journal days, in the corner, and then my meetings just kind of, so then what I do next is I have in my notes section, unfortunately I can't show you the notes section, but there's pages and pages of them. I'll just flip to a blank page. It's just blank kikki.K paper. So throughout the week I take pretty messy notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I took 8 pages of notes throughout the week. So what I will do sometime, most likely tomorrow or Monday, but usually on the weekend or the Saturday night, I go through and I will add that after my Monday. I'll just write out the notes of what really has to be done and the take-homes from those notes, because the notes, you know, when you take notes you tend to write down extra stuff you don't need. So I'll summarize that into here, and that's what I've done for the previous weeks as well. In the back of here. So then I have in my daily section, I have a really good summarized set of notes about what happened in that week, and then I draw from that the to-dos for the following week. So if you saw this page, it's 22 to-dos here that have come up as a result of the previous week's actions. So on a Monday morning or Sunday night, I sit down and write these out. I think I got to about 12, and then I had my meetings here and added the other 10 to that based on those meetings as well. So it is quite helpful. I'm finding this to be super organized, super functional for me in order to get my week planned, because I do have, as I said, a bunch of projects on at once. So if I just show you my June spread, this is the super cute spread that I did for June using these flake stickers and colour coding there for the events that we have on. And I might be missing one event maybe. I feel like I've put that, yeah, it was this one here. I've put that in already, so that was okay. So I have this to draw from to go to the week that I'm in. I don't want to write in the events because they're in, you see this one's in Canberra, this one's in Brisbane, so they're not directly in my days, but I do need to put this one in actually. On the 11th we're doing a mail out, so I'll just flick back to this week, and I'm going to write in here because that's actually going out on that day. It's like a campaign to 500 people. So just to remind myself, put some asterisks on there. Okay, so I think I'm done. Kind of give you a little overview of how I plan the week out and how I plan during the week. I'm actually thinking about doing a midweek flip, which I used to do, like I did a couple of times when I didn't get time to film the plan with me. I did a midweek instead. So I'm thinking about including the midweek anyway, just to show you how the week is progressing, and I'll try to code my notes a little so that I can show you how these notes turn out. All right, that's my week. That's my World Oceans Day week. I'll just pull up that graphic again to remind you. So this is the World Oceans Day 2019 YouTube hop. So if you see this graphic pop up in your recommended list on YouTube, pop in and have a look at the others. I think there's only 5 or 6 of us in total. And as I said, they'll all be linked down in my description so that you can go and find them for yourself. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it as usual, and I can't wait to do the next one. I've got a few planner setups in the works, and I just ordered a new planner as well, which should be coming in the next couple of weeks, and it's super cute. It's going to be a really fun one for on the go, so stay tuned for that. Okay, thanks guys. I will see you soon. Bye.